name is Salomea Romanescu. I'm a diplomat like you, and I was so happy to meet you. I also study
Likewise.
in Switzerland. Yes, yes, I study in Switzerland, so we have something in common.
Absolutely.
And also we have in common the work for peace. Can you say me what is a link between peace and especially structural peace or sustainable peace and direct democracy or participatory democracy? Taking into account that you are from Switzerland and you are neutral and you have experience with direct democracy, if you can tell something and illuminate us.
Thank you so much. Well, I see a link between democracy and peace, because democratic societies are, I would say, on average more peaceful than authoritarian systems. Why? I think because if you have people directly inducing policy, they will not normally opt for war, because they might know that this will bring hardship to everyone. Whereas an authoritarian leader, he may opt for war because it can help him in his grip to power, staying in power. So I see a correlation. But of course it's a bit more complicated. It's not a one-to-one relationship.
Thank you very much. Yes, of course. I ask this question more participants, and is the common denominator is the answer. So great. Thank you very much. Why you came here?
Why did I come here? Actually, for two reasons. One was to attend the Global Forum on Modern Direct Democracy, and the other was together with my sister-in-law and her husband and my wife, see a social institution in Bucharest, which helps Romanian children have something like a day structure, which helps them get better results at school, not drop out of schools. And this institution is supported by, amongst others, Swiss money and Swiss funders. And I myself am also a funder of it. So for the first time I saw this institution.
Oh, so noble. Your funds are, by my DG, are coordinated in Romania. Maybe, do you know, from Ministry of Finance, we have a partnership, and Switzerland just want to help Romania.
Well, these funds, they go
Yes.
directly to the institution. There's a foundation in Switzerland, and there's also a foundation in
Private.
Romania.
Yeah.
And the funds go from one foundation to the other. So it's not channeled through a DG at any ministry.
I see. Very well. Thank you very much. What are your expectations for this forum, and did you see some results in this way?
I would say that the subjects that have been treated so far, of course, they are in the public debate worldwide. Like the fight between the two systems, the authoritarian systems and the democratic systems, the role of propaganda in undermining democratic systems. So it was not, I didn't hear anything totally new to me, but it was good to hear it in a local context of Romania, to hear a debate of Romanian politicians as we just had it, to meet people from NGOs from Romania. So the questions became more concrete, but they are part of an overall system of problems that we share worldwide.
I see. In the morning, I just ask everybody to think about the violence, because we have violence in authoritarian system, theocratic or dictatorship, and also in democratic system. So, what we can do to address the root causes of violence? We are talking about only democracy, but this is not
It's not a solution in itself.
solution. Yes.
Well, I think we will
Enough.
always have violence. I think the human nature seems to include a part of violence, unfortunately, but probably we inherited some violent behaviors from earlier stages of mankind. So it will be very hard to root it out. So I think we cannot expect that violence will disappear. But we may invent systems, and I think democracy is one of the
Facultatea este
systems.
aici, imediat în dreapta, nu? Cum urcăm
Da,
sus,
imediat, la
pe
Panduri acolo.
Yeah.
Nu, că prin
Which
unul duce
where we
nebun.
can sort of contain violence a bit better than in others.
Yeah, I also study international relation, and they justify international conflicts and also conflicts on human nature. But when I study in Landic International University, there the assumptions and the hypothesis is that human nature is harmonious, is not conflictual. Otherwise, we will not exist. So in our human body, we have only love, harmony, equilibrium. If not, we will not be healthy, and we will not be as an organism. Every part will split. You know, we have to learn from the nature, our nature, and the nature created by the consciousness or by the, I don't know.
I think I would agree to that we have potential to become a harmonious person. But of course it's clouded in many cases. Some people seem to be very, their mind seems to be very clouded by aggression or so. But I would agree to you that over time there may be a potential for every human being to develop and become more understanding and more harmonious. But we also have to face the facts that today we are not living in a society of this type of individuals. So we need to address the issue, and of course we also need to draw clear red lines against some behaviors, and we need systems that enforce this type of behavior. And there again, I think that democracy is better in sort of containing this sort of unconstructive behavior.
Yeah, also in Switzerland we have Education for Peace project founded by United Nations in ex-Yugoslavia. And also I study solving conflict at international level, conflict-free conflict resolution. So how we can solve conflicts without using aggressivity and violence. Conflict-free conflict resolution, and I am in favor on this concept, and I am optimistic and taking into account also my background, Indian background, and Mahatma Gandhi with ahimsa, non-violence. So we have some experience which was good. Can we import such a model and here start to create a new societal model which create peace and not violence, aggression, conflicts, and wars?
I think we probably at the stage that our societies are at present, we cannot avoid conflict. I think conflict will be there for the next hundreds of years or so. It will stay with humankind. I think we are conflictuous, but we can try to channel conflicts into non-violent fora. And of course, again, in democracies, we have found ways to deal with contentious issues without everyone killing everyone else in the end. So I would say conflict is there to stay, but there are forms which are non-violent conflict resolution.
Yes, thank you. I think that we are children and we have to become adults.
Yes,
mature,
yes.
And to think, to be wiser.
Yes.
Because without peace on our heart and our soul and on our minds, we will be as a humanity ill. Humanity is ill from fragmentation, conflicts, fragmentation. It's an illness. I think so.
I would agree to that, but I think we also need to be realistic that we will not all of us will be enlightened within the next few years. So we have to account with a situation where you have lots of people who still use violence as a means of conflict resolution. So we need to give ourselves the tools to cope with that. But in the very long term, I would say humankind has the capability to evolve, and maybe at one time, let's say, we will all live in a harmonious society.
We have to start and we have to
Yeah.
educate and integrate. We just
Yes.
right.
Okay, super.
Thank you very much. What's your name?
Christian Schönenberger.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.